Today we're going to finish up this short unit on systems and matrices by pulling the two concepts together. So first let's talk a little bit of vocabulary. We're going to talk today about augmented matrices. Let me say that word again. Augmented matrices. So an augmented matrix is a matrix whose elements represent the coefficients and the constants from a system of equations. So, for example, if we were looking at this system, which includes 3 equations and 3 variables, then we could represent this system with the augmented matrix 2, 1, 1, 1. Notice those are the coefficients, 2x, 1x, 1z, and the constant of 1. So then this row would be 3, 2, 3, 12. And the last row in the augmented matrix would be 4, 1, 2, negative 1. Sometimes you may see that we put this kind of dashed line here to show that the left side represents one part of the equation and the right side represents the other, represents those constants. So we're going to use augmented matrices and an online matrix calculator to help us solve some systems of equations. So we found that solving by hand, especially when there are 3 variables, can be a very long process, a very tedious process, with a lot of opportunities for us to make small mistakes that cause us to get invalid solutions. So if we could find a way to use some technology that's available to us to help us solve systems of equations, that would be fantastic. So we're going to use something called reduced row echelon form, and the abbreviation is RREF or RREF. We're going to use that function on the Desmos matrix calculator to help us solve this system of equations. So I'm going to go to desmos.com, and rather than launching this graphing calculator here in the middle of the screen, I'm going to go to Math Resources, and there I will find my matrix calculator. So we're going to walk through an example here of how we could solve that system using that reduced row echelon form, that RREF tool. So the first thing we need to do is we need to enter our augmented matrix into this calculator. So I'm going to click New Matrix. Notice that down here at the bottom it gives me the choice of changing the size. So there were 3 rows in our augmented matrix and 4 columns. From there, then, I'm just going to go through and enter the numbers from my augmented matrix. Oh, there we go. And then I'm going to hit enter. And that goes ahead and says that from now on, if I tell it to reference matrix A, that's the matrix that it's going to use. Notice that I can click back up here if I want, and that would allow me to edit and change, especially if I've made a mistake or if I want to change and use a new matrix now. So then I am looking for the tool down below. So I'm in the very bottom left corner of my screen, and it's going to put on the screen that RREF, reduced row echelon form. And so all I need to tell it then is that I want it to pull in matrix A, which is already stored. And then you can see over here to the right that it is giving me a resulting matrix. So I've made some notes to myself here about what we did. We went to Desmos, and under Math Tools we chose the matrix calculator. We could also go directly to this web address. We clicked on New Matrix. We put in the number of rows and columns and entered that original augmented matrix there. Then we used that RREF, which stands for reduced row echelon form, and told it to use the matrix A that we have input. And then off to the right, this is what we saw. So what this is telling me is the solution to my system. Remember that this first column here stood for the coefficient of x. The middle column was the coefficient of y. This column was the coefficient of z. And then this last row, because we sometimes will even see these augmented matrices with this kind of dashed line here. That far right column then represented the constants. So what this is telling me then is my solution. So it says when I have 1x, it's equal to -4. When I have 1y, it's equal to 3. When I have 1z, it's equal to 6. And so in an ordered triple, the solution to this system is -4, 3, 6. That is a much faster process for solving that system than what we experienced when we solved by hand. Your assignment today then is going to be to finish up the last piece in our systems and matrices unit. So you have an assignment after you finish watching this video. It is called the Identity and Inverse Matrices in Solving Systems worksheet. You're going to complete this and submit your work on Canvas. Notice that the first 8 problems were assigned to you yesterday, so hopefully you only have 6 problems to complete today. So the first 8 here, I hope look familiar. So here are the 6 that we're solving using the Desmos matrix calculator. One final thing I wanted to caution you: when you use this matrix calculator, we don't always find solutions that are nice whole numbers or nice integers. And so here's an example of an augmented matrix that when I use that RREF tool in my matrix calculator, it is giving me my solutions, but you'll notice that I have some decimals here that it appears have been rounded off. They're non-terminating decimals. So I do have this option to convert it to a fraction, and so that's what I'll encourage you to use. When you're finding solutions and they're not whole numbers, they're not integers, then have it convert those to fractions so we can keep our answers exact. Good luck as you finish out the quarter strong here. Turn in this one last assignment, and then we'll be ready to start a new quarter and a new unit on Monday. Everything that you're turning in for this quarter's grading window needs to be turned in by the end of the school day on Thursday.